Hey, Palmeretti's Wednesday, April 15th, Science Review. We're just going to walk through those pages at the end of our space unit, Unit 3. Talk about those pages 150 to 152 and 157 to 160. We'll talk about those in between pages. So on this page right here, when we talked about astronomy, that was numbers 2, the Hubble Space Telescope, and 5, Galileo. Again, dig back into the chapter. Space travel had to do with 3, missions to the moon, 6, space probes, 8, the International Space Station, and 9, the space shuttle. That's space travel. Space in our lives down here on Earth. Athletic shoes, number 1. Jobs in the space program, 4. And then 7, freeze-dried food. Okay? Page 151, a person who studies space is an astronomer. Galileo was an early astronomer. A cordless power tool is an example of a spin-off. The first satellite in space was the Sputnik. The Hubble is a large telescope that orbits in space. A space probe is a vehicle that moves through space but is controlled from Earth. And then 2 had number 7, a tool used to make objects appear larger is a telescope. And then the Kennedy Space Center is in Florida. We had all these words down here. You just had to find where they went. Talking about here, draw stars you might see with your eyes, and draw stars with an astronomer you might see with a telescope. So you can see Orion, right? You can see the Big Dipper, the Little Dipper. Well, with the Hubble Space Telescope, go back in those chapters, we can see galaxies and really see details of them. All the pictures below show space spin-offs, kind of like we just talked about. The spin-off would be, right, the cordless power tool. Well, this is a laptop, a computer, a bicycle. Right? We have a fire detector. So tell how each one has affected your life. Well, the laptop, well, right now we're using those a lot, aren't we? E-learning. Bicycles, hopefully, for our exercise and getting out playing around. Just bit my tongue. Ouch. Fire detector, right? Looks like a spaceship, but it's a fire detector, right? Any smoke in our house, it goes off. Fires, right? So imagine it's 1969 and you're the first astronaut to land on the moon. What would your first words be? Give me something cool, hopefully. These pages right here talking about space exploration, you're fine to read through these. It's okay. I have no problem, but I wasn't too worried about you giving me any answers. Tell me about the spacecraft without the crew. Makes sense for long-range missions with unsupervised science experiments. They're less expensive with no risk to human health. Over here, what is the most important feature of a spacesuit? These are things you can just walk through. But as we got into the last questions, okay, all right, you had to fill in the vocabulary words. Moon phase. Number 2, rotate. Number 3, axis. 4, orbit. 5, constellation. 6 was B. 7 was F. 8 was B. 9 was H. 10 was A. 11 was B. 12 was B. 13 was I. 14 was B. 15 was F. 16 was D. Pause it if you need to. Last page, diagram below shows the Earth, shows the moon, shows the sun, just like we did in class, right? The diagram is not drawn to scale, right? The sun's a lot bigger than they're just showing you. So the sun's rays are shining this way. We see day and night. We see the phase. What phase do we see right there, right? So the moon does not make its own light. It's the first thing we know. Use the diagram to explain why you can see the moon from Earth. Well, we can see the moon because the sun is reflecting off of the moon, and we see it from Earth. The moon does not make its own light. Let's see. It's reflecting it. In the United States, how does the temperature on an August day and a January day usually compare? State a claim and explain your claim with reasoning. So in August, it's hotter than it is in January. August, it's summer. January, it's winter. Earth's north pole is tilted toward the sun in the summer and away from the sun in the winter. So it goes back to the tilt on its axis, right? So in the United States, which is North America, August is in summer and January is in winter. Keep your answers simple and explain them simple. And that takes care of our review for those pages. So hopefully you got those turned in, guys. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.